Okay, everything looks good. I think I'm ready to start this video. The question is, are you ready to start your YouTube channel? Funnily enough, for 99.9% of people, the likely answer to this question is no, I'm not ready to start a YouTube channel. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't. That was certainly true for me. I didn't have a clue what I was doing when I first started my YouTube channel. Many may argue I still don't have a clue what I'm doing. But this is one of the wonderful joys of YouTube. There are no barriers to entry. Anyone can create a YouTube channel if they have a mobile phone and access to the internet. And I'm sure there are many creators out there who are far more successful than what I've achieved on YouTube who thought the same thing. I'm not ready to start a YouTube channel, but I'm going to do it anyway, and look at where they are today. So yeah, hello, I'm Rob. Welcome to vidIQ. On this channel, we usually educate people on their YouTube journey, but I'm talking to all of you now who haven't yet started your YouTube journey. Whether you want to call this encouragement or inspiration, I want to find a way to convince you, if you haven't yet done so, to make a video, create a channel, and publish that video to YouTube and join in on this incredible experience that we all share. And that is to spread your message, your passion, your education, your influence. And we'll start off with that age-old question. Is it too late to start a YouTube channel? The simple answer from every single creator who's come before you is it's never too late. And if there is a best time to start a YouTube channel, it's today. First of all, YouTube continues to grow, and there's no better example of this right now than YouTube Shorts. Now, for regular viewers, don't worry, I'm not going to go into a long spiel about YouTube Shorts. All I'm going to say is this. YouTube recently published a letter, the CEO did, about their plans in 2021, and they informed us now that YouTube Shorts account for at least 3.5 billion views a day. That's 3.5 billion views that weren't on the platform 6 months ago. We've already looked at several channels that have gone from nothing to, in some cases, billions of views in a very short period of time thanks to YouTube Shorts. So no doubt there is opportunity there, but there's still opportunity in the entire YouTube landscape. YouTube continue to talk about how more and more creators are making more and more money through the revenue streams that YouTube can provide. It's becoming a more sustainable business for more creators. And there are always opportunities in the world. I'm just going to give you a very basic example. There is a new app that's on the scene right now called Clubhouse, and it's blowing up. It's an audio form of communication and networking. And there is a channel, I can almost guarantee you this, that's going to become the thought leader in education, how-to content for that Clubhouse app on YouTube. Right now it's fractured. There's all of these other channels just experimenting with it. But yeah, if you were into the Clubhouse scene right now, you can make a dedicated YouTube channel on that application, and I wouldn't be surprised if you grow significantly in 2021. But that's just one example. As YouTube grows, it needs more people like you to take that first step, to start sharing your passion, or educating people, joining in the conversation, emotionally moving people in storytelling. And I want to say, on behalf of the creator community, we want to congratulate you on showing your vulnerabilities, taking that first step, becoming an active member of the YouTube conversation, whatever conversation you join, because we know the journey you're about to take, and we know what a wonderful feeling it is when you start to make an impact, an influence, and inspire people. Forget about the views, the subscribers, the revenue for a second. What sustains me spiritually on YouTube, and spiritually is a word I very infrequently use. This kind of gets to me somewhere that nothing else can. When somebody posts a comment and says that this tutorial was really helpful, saved me tons of time, thank you very much, that is a big thumbs up for me. And then when people say in the comments, you've inspired me to start your own channel, I feel as if that is the most incredible ripple effect that I can potentially have, both on an individual, an audience, and YouTube at large. That this person, due to my video, has started their own YouTube journey, and they're hopefully going to do the same thing, not necessarily to encourage other people to start their YouTube journeys, but to maybe start a business or play a particular game that they're interested in or join a certain community. That's the power of YouTube and of you as a creator. So remember, it's never too late and you're likely never ready. But just press record, edit that video, upload it to YouTube once you've created a channel, press publish. I guarantee you this, your future self will thank you so much for taking that first leap of faith, because if you don't, you may never meet that future self. And that future self is going to look back on that first video that you made and just be astonished at how terrible it was and how on earth anybody watched it. But that's okay. The thing is about YouTube is that you don't have to be perfect. You never have to be perfect, if I'm brutally honest. I know in my own self that there are so many things I can improve in my video content. But what I also know is that 10 years ago when I first started, I am a completely different, transformed creator. And when I first started on YouTube, I wasn't necessarily too excited and interested about the educational side of YouTube, learning how to improve my audience duration, how to do calls to action to get people to subscribe, even how to make better thumbnails. At that time, I just wanted to make videos, full stop. And through all of that, I simply gained experience. And this is another thing I will guarantee your future self will thank you for. Nothing beats experience on YouTube. If you turn up day in, day out, with a determination to improve your craft, whether it be through lighting or a better microphone, editing skills, the more and more you make video content, the better and better you will become at it. I know that sounds really simple, but we come back to that question of should I start a YouTube channel? You need to get over that first hurdle in order to start making those incremental improvements 1% at a time with each video. And ultimately, to begin with, the best investment you can give to your YouTube channel and your creative craft is time. And this is where my advice may differ from others in the sense of quality versus quantity on YouTube. And again, let me stress this. This is personally what I think. Quantity to begin with can be a very powerful thing because quantity leads to quality in the future. Now, that doesn't mean just making content for content's sake. But let's say that you can make a video that currently to your standards is a 10 out of 10, but it takes you many more hours to get there. Or you could publish a video that's maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10 because getting things perfect is just going to take so much time. I would encourage you to begin with to make those 6 and 7 quality videos out of 10 so that you can repeat the process of everything that's involved in making a video, including the keyword research, the pre-preparation, then all of this setup, filming in front of camera, then editing it all together, uploading it to video, writing out the metadata, creating the thumbnails, publishing it, going through that whole cycle as many times as quickly as possible is going to create what I would call YouTube muscle memory. I think this is particularly true of the content itself. You can spend so much time making a brilliant video, but if you don't pitch that video to the right audience on YouTube through the thumbnail and title, which is so important, then the balance is just not quite there. It could be a 10 out of 10 video, but a 1 out of 10 marketed video. I hope that makes sense. And let's look at it from this point of view. When you first start your channel, hardly anybody knows about you or cares about you. So you can make this fantastic content that takes you months, but then only 50 people watch it. How is that going to make you feel as a content creator? What I would encourage is making more content, more shots at the target, but with an allowance and an acceptance that you're going to make mistakes. Mistakes are a brilliant thing on YouTube, especially when you first start your channel, because let's face it, hardly anybody is going to notice. All you need to do for proof of this is go to Mr. Beast channel and look at the first 500 videos he made over the course of a few years to see how he has evolved from just another gaming channel to the mega global YouTube star he is today. There are rare circumstances of creators who just blow up very quickly, but those represent the tip of the creator success iceberg. underneath those handful of creators are many thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of creators who graft away at this for a long time before YouTube really starts to reward them. In my case, it took me 7 years and 1,000+ videos to get to the point where I was doing this full time. So, along with all of this time you're going to invest in your YouTube channel, you need to back that up with patience. I'll be straight and honest with you. The last thing you want to be thinking about as you press publish on your first video is 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, monetizing your YouTube channel. I'm going to be honest, after 3, 4, 5 weeks, maybe 3 months, you could be sat on 37 subscribers with 217 hours in the bank, and those lofty ambitions of monetizing your channel could seem even further away. YouTube is hard, frustratingly hard when you first start out. Rewarding, but hard. So try and put this into context. Maybe you are on 27 subscribers, and maybe you are on 300 views. But what happens when you reach the milestone of 50 subscribers and 500 views? That's a real big achievement for a channel of your size. Then you work to the next milestone and the next milestone. And what you'll find is that you start to grow with momentum. You exponentially grow your channel. In your first week on YouTube, you might get 12 views. In your 10th week on YouTube, you might get 120 views, and so on. Here's another one of my guarantees. If you put your audience first, your content first, improving yourself as a video creator, and put the monetization idea to the back of your mind, you will start to hit milestone after milestone, and you'll almost forget about the monetization requirement and reach it without even realizing it. Absolutely, it will start to mean something when you earn enough in a month to buy a new microphone or invest in new equipment or are able to shoot on location, whatever it is you want to spend your YouTube revenue with. Then you will really start to take it seriously and think about how you can turn YouTube into a business. But for right now, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you want to be thinking about that person on the mobile phone or the desktop who's considering whether or not to click on your video and watch it. Furthermore, with the concept of monetization, that puts pressure on you to succeed, to aim for a lofty target so that YouTube starts paying something back to you. If you do that, then you start to invest too much too soon in your YouTube journey. This is also going to come back to the quantity versus quality discussion that I've already had with you. Don't try to make one video that you think, you assume, you demand that YouTube makes a success for you, because it often happens for many creators that they think they've made a brilliant video, and once it's on YouTube, it flops, it tanks, it doesn't perform as well as it should have done. And that can be really demotivating. And just before they think of quitting YouTube, they just throw something out on their channel that took them no time at all, and it gets 10 times as many views. Sometimes that's YouTube. This has happened to all of us as content creators. Now, of course, you should be putting the best possible effort into everything that you make, but putting all of your emotional hope into something with no definite guarantee can be soul destroying. It can be crushing. And the last thing you want to do is put everything into this video, press publish on YouTube, and then sit on your hands and wait for something to happen. It's out there. It's going to take its course, and whatever happens on YouTube happens. But you should be starting to think about what your next idea is and how you're going to support that video with future content if it does turn into a success. But I think I'm already racing ahead of myself at this point. I'm already assuming that you've made a video and it's been published. Are you going to do it in 2021? Are you going to make this the year you creatively decide you want to share something you're really passionate about with a passionate audience who wants to watch content like yours on YouTube? If you decide to do that, welcome to YouTube. And we have a complete beginner's guide on how to technically set up a YouTube channel and you can watch it over here. If you want eternal help on your YouTube journey, then you can of course subscribe to vidIQ and check out all of the other content we have. Best of luck, enjoy your video creation day 1.